Hi, my name is Sarah Longacre, and for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be guiding you through some really important and helpful postures and movement for your labor. We know that labor can last several days to just a few hours. And one of the things that we really know is there is an importance about getting our baby into what we call optimal fetal positioning. So we want to have a balance of movement and relaxation. So I'm going to invite you to start by coming onto all fours. Your knees are going to be nice and wide, hands are going to be spread underneath your hips. And so we want to think about just swaying our body from side to side so that our baby has plenty of room to move away from our low back so that we can avoid back labor. So if you'd like to, you can go ahead and join me and just drop your head down and begin to sway, not only side to side here, but maybe you're going to take your hips back into a big circle. When you let your head go, it can help you open up your jaw. And let's find those deep breaths that we did throughout our pregnancy. Inhaling in through our nose. Exhaling through your mouth. It's okay to make noise in birth. You are safe. Feel free to maybe bend your elbows a little and create other shapes with your body. And then maybe you want to reverse your circle. Nice, deep, long breaths, swaying your hips. You can do this in between your surges or contractions, or you can do them during. For so many of us in labor, movement can feel really good. It can help work through the sensations. For others, standing still is what feels best. The most important piece here is to let go of your thinking mind and to tune into your body. Let's take 3 more big, deep circles and breaths. And letting your body become a jellyfish. Letting your body completely surrender. And as you take your last long exhale, start to walk your knees nice and wide. You can bring your toes to touch. We're just going to start to rock forward, giving our baby space, and exhaling, opening our hips. We'll take that again, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Again, there's a beautiful just idea here of rocking your baby. You can do this through a surge or a contraction or in between. And then something we don't talk about enough in labor and birth is the resting in between. So maybe you have a pillow or a blanket under your head, or maybe you just bring your head directly down. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and rest in this child's pose, letting your breath move down into your low back, opening your hips. And as you exhale, let everything go, fingertips, tongue, jaw, and teeth. Let's take it again. Inhaling, fill your belly, let it expand. Let the sides of your body expand. And exhale, let it go. What a beautiful time to remind yourself that you're doing great work. That your body knows what to do. Your baby knows what to do. There's a lot of patience we need here in birth. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Notice how good it feels to rest in this moment, to be supported and held. Adding a smile to your face, send your body and your baby a love note. And then with mindful breath and movement, bring yourself back up to all fours. Walk your knees back in and give a little wag side to side. I'm going to turn and face you, and I'm going to invite you to take your right leg way out to the side of your body. We're going to get more space here in our hips for our birth. Left hand is going to stay onto the floor, and you're going to reach your right arm up. Take a moment to stretch here. Again, you can do this during your contraction, or if that feels too intense, in between. With me, go ahead and inhale, look up to the sky, look up at your right palm. And with an exhale, the hand comes to your heart. And then you press your hips back, reach the arm forward and release. Inhale up. So what we're doing again is just rotating our baby in our belly, getting them in a really great position for birth, because birth is not just about opening your cervix. Birth is about aligning baby. It's about oxytocin, breath, and movement. Go ahead and take one more on this side. Big, long stretches. Oh. And release the right hand down. From here, you're going to heel toe that right foot in a little bit. And then start to become an animal, right? So we got to circle our hips. Oh, shake anything out. Make some noise. Open up all the way down into your right hip, maybe coming up a little bit. You can always even come up and feel the space and gravity that's working. You can even inhale and exhale and expand the sides of your body. Wherever you are, 2 more of the biggest breaths you've taken this whole day, filling your lungs, exhaling out through your mouth. All right, we'll go ahead and lift up the right leg. Bring it back. Let's release the right knee down. And just for a moment, sit back on your heels. Relax your hands onto your thighs and check in with yourself. Breathing in and out, notice the difference from the right side of your body to your left. Notice what space, what energy that movement created. Let's go ahead and balance out our body. Bringing the hands out in front of us. You're going to extend the back leg back. That's the left leg this time. Bring it over to the side. Right hand is on the floor this time. We're going to inhale a big rise up. Pause here for a moment. See how this feels. Reaching up. Getting space. Oh. And then if you'd like to join me, inhale, we rise up. Exhale, hand to heart, hips back, relax the head. Now, as I guide you through this, I want to remind you there's no right or wrong way to do this. You don't need to look like the cover of a yoga journal, a magazine. This is just a time for you to create shapes with your body, to help get our babies in really great positions for birth. And again, feeling blood flowing, breath moving. 2 more. Let's take it nice and slow. Big, long inhales and exhales. Rocking your baby in your belly. We'll release the right and the left hand down. You might want to heel toe your left foot up and start to make your way into those circles. Sliding hips forward and back. One thing you can do is shake your head and look back between your hips and say, oh my gosh, look at all that space to birth my baby. And birthing our babies on all fours or in a lunge like this can be really helpful for you and baby. Again, don't worry about what you look like, what noises you're making. Birth is a very vulnerable time. We want you to feel safe and empowered to be in your body. You know how to do this. And feel free if you want to balance out the other side by maybe coming up and opening into the left hip a little bit more. Or if you enjoyed reaching your arms up, just listening to your baby say, thank you. Thank you for this movement. Thank you for this breath. I'm bringing the hands back down. Taking another circle or 2, shaking it out, unwinding. We are becoming jellyfish. We need to soften and release and let go. And we're going to lift the left leg back, bring it back and around. And this time, go ahead right away and just roll your spine into a cat stretch, coming up to the tips of our fingers. Press your fingertips into the mat, roll your chin to the chest, take a big breath to open the back of your body. slowly roll yourself up. From here, unwind your shoulders a little bit. So this is a simple thing you can just do in birth in between to get you some energy, to get your body and your baby set up for what might be a long labor. We'll take the palms and bring them forward. We're gonna inhale, sweep our arms up to create space for our baby. As you exhale, sweep your hips back and drop your head. Inhale again, we're rocking our baby. Inhaling up and exhaling out. Let's just do 2 more. This is even getting us to flush some blood all the way from the crown of the head down. Beautiful job. When you're ready, hands will come down to the earth. We're gonna go ahead and tuck our toes and just walk our hands back to our feet. Placing your hands onto your thighs, roll yourself up. Inhale, bringing your arms up high to the sky, and start to stretch side to side. So a lot of my mamas, a lot of my parents in their labors, and I've been to about 600 and some births, we're so hunched over all the time, which is great. But in between contractions, it can feel really good to stand up and reach your arms and sway your hips in big circles. And then maybe when that contraction and that surge comes on, you'll take your hands and you'll bring them down onto your thighs. You're gonna round your back maybe and start to take your hips up and down and around. I've seen many babies be born like this. So that importance of using gravity while opening our hips. Let's take the breath into it. If you wanna join me, we'll inhale in through the nose. Make some noise on your exhale. Again, inhale. Last one. From here, we're gonna press into the earth. Inhale high to the sky. And we're gonna exhale, sit back into a big chair. But I want it to be a relaxed chair. So forearms can come to thighs. I like to practice this for a full minute. So maybe closing down your eyes. Picture for your birth. Inhaling into your sits bones, your pubic bone, your pelvic bone. Exhale, softening everything. Continue to breathe. Staying in the present moment. Maybe that contraction, that intensity is starting to rise. Let go of the gripping. Blow it out, give it away. You're doing great. Couple more. Let's take 3 more breaths. You can move your body for these last few. Last breath in and out. Sit your hips back. Hands onto your thighs. Slowly roll up. Circle that out. Look at, you just made it through 1 contraction. Way to go. And just to end our practice, you might shake your hands. Sometimes after a big surge of energy, we just need to shake and release. Maybe a little marching out. Maybe an opening of the jaw. And then let's take our hands, 1 to heart, 1 to baby, and with a smile on our face, we give thanks. We give thanks to the wisdom of our bodies. We don't know what our birth and our labor will look like. We don't know what day it is gonna happen on. But what we do know is that we have our breath and our body. We're gonna sink beneath the choppy surface of our mind and tune in to the amazing empowerment that birth can bring you. Namaste.